Hello dear friends, Patrick here from Vortex Rising. In today's Abraham Hicks segment, we share an Abraham classic from our Best of Abraham series. In this segment, they talk about choosing thoughts that feel good. Hope you guys enjoy.
We're going to open this to a discussion about whatever you want to talk about. We want to just put one very important conversation forward first, and that is, so law of attraction abounds, and you are the point of the law of attraction, but you are 2 points of it. There's the inner being attraction and there's the you attraction, and every time you ask for something, your inner being knew what you meant and began attracting to you that. And when you hold yourself in not cooperation, then you feel that discord. It's about you and you. It's not about you and anybody else. And once you get that, oh yeah, they misbehave, and then you have a knee-jerk response to them. We get why you think it has something to do with them, but it really has very little to do with them. It's all about you. So once you begin to reflect on what the law of attraction is and who you are in terms of you were source energy before you came into this body, and a part of you came into this body, and this important physical you is sifting and sorting and coming to new conclusions about things because you're on the leading edge of creation. And you launch the rocket, and your inner being rides that rocket and focuses upon it and attracts the cooperative components so that the new life that you have asked for is in the womb, so to speak, gestating, becoming what you are wanting it to be. And then you finding ways to focus in the direction of that until you are a vibrational match to it, and then catching up with it so that you are in vibrational alignment with what you have asked for, so that as those thoughts turn to things, you get to witness the unfolding. That's the best of all life experience. The law of attraction is responding to the vibration that you are offering. We just want you to be aware of that. And when we said earlier, start with things that are easy, here's what we mean. Some years ago, Esther went to San Francisco for her first visit, and she was impressed with it in so many ways, but she was astonished at the hills and streets that people lived on and were driving on. And she and Jerry drove to the top of this neighborhood and looked down a street that went all the way down to the bay. She could hardly believe that she had managed to drive the car up there. It was impressive, to say the least. Later, when we were wanting to help her and others understand about the law of attraction and to discuss the momentum in attraction, we said, imagine putting your vehicle at the top of that hill and taking the car out of gear and releasing any braking mechanism, and then decide that you're just going to give yourself a physics lesson to see what would happen if you just pushed your car a little bit forward. So it's easy to do. You're at the top of the hill and you just nudge it a little, it begins to move. And then you come to your senses, you realize, because you understand about physics and gravity and inertia, you pretty much can anticipate what's going to happen if that car gets moving. And so you step out in front of it and you let it bump up against you and it stops, because you caught in the early stages of momentum. But you wouldn't want to be at the bottom of that hill trying to stop that car. Well, that's what we want to suggest relative to the thoughts that you've been thinking. A belief is just a thought that you continue to think. And some of those thoughts you've been thinking long enough that they have enough momentum that you're not going to stop them just because they're in your way. They have momentum that you're not going to give up on all at once. But in order to teach yourself the powerful law of attraction, and more important, your own creative control, and even more important, your guidance system and what your inner being knows about you, it would be so helpful if you would take a subject of 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 things that you don't have a lot of negative momentum about, things that you really don't have much opinion about at all, perhaps, and you focus upon them just softly and watch how quickly the law of attraction brings you evidence of its response to your thought. If you can show yourself how the law of attraction responds to you, if you can make yourself the center of this universe where the law of attraction is responding to you, where you know that you've got a pure, non-resistant thought, and you see what happens with a thought that holds no resistance, and you see how powerfully and how quickly universal forces move in the direction of it, you will give yourself the power to be or do or have anything that you desire. But you've got to show yourself your own ability to release your own resistance, because no one else can release it for you. No one else can think your thoughts, therefore no one else can vibrate for you, therefore no one else can be your point of attraction. Now you want to say, but what about the power of influence? And we agree with you. There's a big power of influence, because you are so nosy about what's going on. You give your attention to all kinds of things that you don't want to live, but you give your attention to them because they're real, because somebody else is living them, and without meaning to, you practice the vibration of things that you don't want to practice the vibration of. And you know how you know that you're practicing the vibration of something that you don't want to practice the vibration of? It doesn't feel good when you think about it. And so we're just saying, you might want to begin as soon as possible to be nicer to yourself by choosing more thoughts that feel better to you. And then watch what a cooperative universe surrounds you, how powerful and loved you are, how worthy you are of a wonderful life, how many good things are in the wings for you, and how the only reason that they haven't come fully into manifestation in your experience can be for only one reason. You've got thoughts that oppose them that you offer frequently. That's all. We've enjoyed this interaction immensely. This is a really good time for a segment of refreshment.